and welcome to episode 18 of our Team Lotus F1 Manager series, and welcome to Point Scorers Team Lotus. And yes, if you haven't seen the last episode, then I've just smacked you with a real spoiler there. But we can't contain our excitement down here at Team Lotus as we have finally scored points. As you can see here, we are no longer at the bottom of the table. We jump past with 1 point scored now for Team Lotus. Mick Schumacher, last time out in Baku, nearly actually secured 9th, but Correa getting us on the line. And we finished 10th and score our first point of the season. So we have finally done it. And can we continue it? Can we get another couple of points, maybe heading into Singapore in 4 days' time? It's going to be tough. We took advantage of, again, a couple of errors ahead of us. But Mick Schumacher, a really good drive. He started at the back of the grid to come away with 10th. So his best drive of the season. If you are back and you're not yet subscribed, please do hit the subscribe button. Hit the notification bell as well. That will let you know when all our latest episodes are out. As I say, they're usually out every Monday and Thursday. If you can please like the video if you enjoy this content, really does help me out. And as always, get involved in the comments. And should we keep Mick? Let me know in the comments. I mean, I've really already made the decision that we're not going to, but let me know what you think on that one. Let's start this one and get into the work we need to do before we start the Singapore Grand Prix in 4 days' time. Right, we've got the vote for the regulation change in terms of financial changes, so it was voted against. Every team voted against it, which is great to see, actually. So, yeah, there won't be a change in the funding. So, basically, this change, if you didn't see last episode, this change was to reduce the prize money for, I think it was teams finishing 7th to 11th. I think 6th got the same prize money. And then anyone finishing 1st to 5th would actually get an increase. So the lower teams would get less money. The teams doing better would get more. But all teams voted against that. So it stays as it is, which is great to see. So one thing we need to do before Singapore is change the parts on Danny Rick's car. So I've done that in terms of the aerodynamics. But the powertrain, obviously he was taken out of the race by Bottas last time out. And yeah, completely destroyed the gearbox. And that was our last gearbox, so we are going to have to pay for another gearbox for Daniel Ricciardo. And also a new ERS as well. So that's 3.5 million we're going to have to spend there. He has still got an engine, but he's probably not going to see that out to the end of the season. But we'll run these 2 engines free practice and hopefully get the fresh one in for qualifying. So, yeah. Back into debt, $2.5 million, unfortunately. So, yeah, any chance of us doing some new design work because of these accidents? No fault of Danny Rick, of course, but we're having to spend money on parts rather than design new parts or research, unfortunately. Yeah, so no design and research projects currently underway. It's not the way I like to roll, but unfortunately, we're minus $2.5 million, so we don't have the money. I would typically like to continue research all the way to the end of the season. Perhaps if we get some sponsorship money come in and our race bonus, we might be able to slip some more research in. But at the moment, we're not going to be able to do that. We did get the latest rear wing designed and manufactured on the car. That's given us a really good buff, actually, to DRS effectiveness. The only unfortunate thing, coming into Singapore, it is based on medium speed. So, yeah, crucial is medium speed. And if you look at our car analysis, that's where we lack. So medium speed, as I say, good boost, to DRS effectiveness. But yeah, medium speed is where we lack. And unfortunately, that's what we need as we head to Singapore. So it's ranking us 19th and 20th. So near enough last, bar 1 in this next Grand Prix. So not great. But the positive news is we've got some more beneficial tracks at the moment. Depends what the other cars do. But it's ranking us quite high across United States, so COTA and Mexico. 11th in Brazil, 13th is Vegas, 13th Qatar, and 13th Abu Dhabi. But at the moment, it's saying there might be a chance of points. Certainly not in Singapore, but the next 2 coming up. So I think we've put those new parts on Danny Rick's car anyway, so he's taking a penalty. So this is the right race to take those penalties. We'll have a look at Mick's parts as well if he's going to need any for the rest of the season, because I think Singapore will be the one to take the penalties. But I think we're now ready to set our race targets. Say 19th. I'm going to go 15th. Ooh. Are we going to be that bad? Maybe I'll go 17th. Maybe I'll just go cautious for this one. 17th and 18th. Let's go 17th and 18th as we head into practice then in Singapore. Ricciardo out of the garage then, quickly followed by Mick Schumacher. I have just purchased a new gearbox and ERS for Mick, so he will take a penalty as well. He's not running those new parts yet in these practice sessions. We'll put them on for qualifying. So yeah, he will get penalties as well for this race. I think it's the race to do it, and hopefully we can then see those parts out till the end of the season. But let's hope for a clean practice and see if we can get 100% setups for both of the boys as we continue with practice here in Singapore. That is the end of practice then in Singapore, and amazingly, Danny Rick's car parts lasted the session. I think we had like a 10% gearbox in there and a very low ERS or engine, and somehow it managed all 3 practice sessions. So we take that little bit of luck. And both drivers have matched themselves in terms of their drive preparation. It's 100% on track acclimatization, 97% for both on car parts knowledge. That's that new rear wing that they're working through the knowledge on. And setup satisfaction, perfect 100% for both drivers. So we only miss out on 1% for each, but that's a great start to the weekend as both drivers have a 99% driver preparation as we head into qualifying and the race. Confirmation then of that 99% driver preparation as we start qualifying in Singapore next. So we're in the first qualifying session, but we are going to take those new parts on both drivers, so there's no point trying to get out of Q1 really. What we will do one run at the end of the session just for the hell of it. But as I say, it's not going to matter too much because we'll be at the back of the field. But we'll wait right at the end of this session. We'll see what we can do. Just want to see what the pace is like more than anything. Even if we do get through to Q2, we won't run. We'll save the parts. But I want to see where we're actually going to be in this field because it's saying we're going to be about 19th and 20th. Let's see if that's how it ends up being. I'm going to send them out really late. If we miss the cutoff, so be it. I'm not too bothered, as I say, about this first qualifying session. All right, let's send them out then. We've got a car in between us. Not ideal there. Ferrari between us. Here we go then. Mick to do his one and only flying lap round Singapore. Danny Rick shortly to follow. Let's see what our drivers do here. As I've already said, doesn't matter too much because we're going to start at the back. We're going to take all of our penalties because the next 2 races after this, we should be better placed to get a better position. So there's chances of points in Kota and Mexico. But where the car is here, medium speed is not our friend, so we're not likely to do that here. So we may as well take the penalties here, start at the back of the grid. If we get a crazy race that we take advantage of. If not, then we go again in Kota and Mexico. It's a 27.3 for Daniel Ricciardo, 27.2 for Mick. So Mick's got a 10th up on Ricciardo. See what we do across the second sectors. Mick should be setting that very shortly. And we'll see where Daniel Ricciardo is. So it's a 37.5 for Mick. Daniel Ricciardo is about to go through. 37.4, so he's gained that 10th back there. So it's very evenly matched between both drivers. This should be a good indication of where our pace is at. Though Colapinto looks a long way off it because he's 1.9 off his teammate, so shows. There's been some traffic there by the looks of it for the rest of the grid. But Schumacher across to the line goes 12th. Ricciardo next to cross the line. And he just pips him. So what is that? That was 4 thousandths of a second between them. So very close between both our drivers, which is a good sign. That's probably maximum extracted out of the car, or as close to. And we are technically through to Q2, but we're not going to run that session. So there's going to be no action here for Q2 because we're going to take those penalties, but we'll see what happens across Q3. As we said, we didn't run in that Q2 session, so let's see what's happened in Q3, and it is Max Verstappen on pole, a Red Bull 1-2, followed by Ferrari in 3rd and 4th with Sainz and Leclerc. Yuki Tsunoda still continues to do big things. I said no Q3 times there, but it has. It's just glitched out there. Yuki Tsunoda 5th, though, beating the McLarens, Aston Martins and Mercedes. So Oscar Piastri 6th, Fernando Alonso 7th, Lando Norris 8th, Lance Stroll 9th, Lewis Hamilton 10th, and I'm seeing no George Russell in the top 10, so he must have been out in Q2. And he is indeed. So George Russell qualifies 11th. A few other penalties here as well. Bottas and Hulkenberg. So we'll start ahead of Hulkenberg potentially, but not Bottas. So yeah, we will see where we're starting as we jump into some strategy next. So yeah, with Mick, we have switched those elements, but because we've done it during qualifying, it's not applied the penalty yet. So as I say, once we go to start the race, we are going to get that penalty for Mick. So he's probably going to be in 21st. So it probably is going to be 21st and 22nd. But let's see what we want to do with strategy here, and then we'll jump into the race in Singapore. Both going for a two-stop, but very different in terms of the compounds for this one, because we've got Danny Rick starting softs, going mediums, then softs. Mick Schumacher running hards, then mediums on the final two stints, but we do have the ability to mix it up for Mick, so we'll see how we go on that. It says Mick is starting 14th. That shouldn't be the case because we are going to take some penalties. Let me just check we've put these new parts on. We have, so that grid penalty should pop up now, and it does, so I expect Mick to start at the back as well. But here we go then, let's jump in to this Grand Prix in Singapore.
Final checks are being carried out by the teams.
So we're expected to finish at the back on this one. We've got a Red Bull 1-2 signs off. So we're not expecting too much here from Team Lotus, but we are expecting better things in the races to come. This is just not a track that suits our car. So yeah, Mick starts 20th in the end with that grid penalty applied. Ricciardo in 22nd. And it looks like Mick's going to potentially lose a position straight away here to Hulkenberg. We'll have to push them on their tyres just to begin with, because we know the AI likes to attack from the off. So Mick is the only one on hards. Daniel Ricciardo's got a few soft runners around him. So we'll see how we go. Don't want to use too much tyre life. Even, you know, pushing attack might jeopardise that strategy for Ricciardo, because, see, this is on light, this strategy, in terms of both soft stints. Is the quickest way around here. Always feels weird when you don't push the tyres, though. It always seems slower, but, as I say, this is certainly the quicker strategy. We just can't do it with Mick, because he's not got the tyre management that Daniel Ricciardo's got. And Daniel Ricciardo's going to take an opportunity there on Hulkenberg. He does indeed. What we really want to do probably here is switch these two round. Let's get a replay of that. We wasn't expecting a move there.
And we're watching Daniel Ricciardo.
All got bogged down here. Constantina effect. And yeah, Ricciardo just slips it on the inside.
And Daniel...
So car analysis is saying that we were going to finish 19th and 20th in this one, so let's see. Want to try not lose that place to Hulkenberg. That's always the issue when you allow your teammate pass. It might have just about worked out though, and I think it has, so that's fine in the end. Yeah, Ricciardo not able to get this move done. Come on, can we get this done now? No. Yes! That is aggressive. Don't know if we can hold it out though. No, we can't. Bottas holds on to it. Unlucky. As Danny Rick being told he's managing his tyres well. We're at 80% now. That is the same as these medium runners though, so he is managing those well. I'd say it is a little bit of a DRS train at the moment. Are we going to have another go at Bottas here? Oh, God, that looked a bit nasty going into there. Good job we pulled out of that. Sainz and Verstappen still swapping over in the lead. Perez very close as well. Top three separated by about half a second.
Okay, gotcha.
You'd think that's far-fetched, but not anymore. Not following Baku, where we had three different drivers in amongst it. Charles, Oscar and Perez, of course. And then Sainz had a fourth at the end, briefly. Now we're just bogged down here, unfortunately. The thing is, I don't want to push my tyres and battery too much at this phase of the Grand Prix. Kind of happy where we are at the moment. But we would like to make a move. Is Ricciardo good? He's going to have another go there. Can he hold on to it this time? Bottas is forced to sort of cut that corner inside. But Ricciardo has finally got Valtteri Bottas. Zhou, actually, sorry. That was Zhou, so Bottas is back ahead of Zhou. So yeah, we just forced him sort of to take over the curb and cut the corner a bit there, but he lost time going out there. And Ricciardo gets Zhou, so now he needs to get Bottas. Bottas has not got DRS on Colapinto, so this could be handy, but we're a bit kind of stuck behind his gearbox there. Let's give Mick some high aggression as well. Ricciardo, I feel we can go medium a little bit because, as I say, he's not in DRS at the moment.
Understood.
But yeah, we are now in a DRS change to Colapinto. It's Magson's now 6 seconds off Correa, so 16th place is a long way adrift. But K-Mag and Colapinto are going to have to come in a lot earlier, or they're going to have to go conserve on those tyres, which is going to dramatically drop their pace. So it looks like Colapinto might even be doing that now to try and save some tyre life, because Bottas is all over him. Danny Rick is trying to follow him through. Bottas has nearly passed him here. Colapinto's going to have no DRS. He might lose 2 positions here. Danny Rick is wise, but he doesn't. Should have followed Bottas through there. And Mick's just kind of chilling back there. Still just about in the DRS. Although he's now about to drop out. Oh no, he's past Zhou though. It's Mick.
Right, let's have a look now. Around turn
so Mick got a move done there, which we missed.
Opens up for them.
That's a nice strong move from Mick then. So he moves up into 20th with Zhou and Hulkenberg behind him. Mick's just dropped a little bit off the pace whilst getting that move done. So we probably need to just give him a bit of battery and fuel here, Mick, so he can get up to Danny Rick, continue to use that DRS train. We don't miss it, thankfully.
The action closely here. It's there for the taking.
Yeah, you don't expect a move through there, but Ricciardo makes it work. I wonder if Colapinto, as I say, has gone fully on to conserve there, because his pace has just dropped off, hasn't it? Down to 59%, K-Mag 59% as well, so yeah, they're going to stop a lot earlier than Ricciardo. I think Ricciardo's having a pretty good stint here. Still only 2% less tyre wear than Bottas, who's on the mediums.
Okay, gotcha.
Mick is right on Colapinto here. Are we going to get a move done on him? Yes, we are. So Mick is following Danny Rick through here. So up to 18th and 19th.
Happy with it so far.
Where are we on this trajectory? Yeah, we're pretty good. Danny Rick's pretty good as well. So Bottas is nearly in the DRS of K-Mag, but K-Mag is the next car that's going very slowly. Danny Rick gonna have a go though. Lovely. Daniel Ricciardo's loving this opening phase, making some really good aggressive moves. Past Bottas, dare I say, K-Mag will probably be easy work.
Now this happens down at turn 8. Can they squeeze by?
Another good move from Ricciardo then. Bottas kind of didn't really fight that, to be fair. I think Mick might, I was going to say, have a harder time passing Bottas, but he's all over him there. But yeah, as I say, I think Ricciardo should be able to make light work of K-Mag. And then we'll have about 8 seconds worth of gap to try and push up to Correa. Whether we can do that, don't know. We've not really got the tyre life on Gasly and Correa, so they're kind of managing the stint as we are. How many points you got this season? We have got a single point. We've got 1 point, and we got that last time out. So it took us until Baku, but we have finally got a point as Daniel Ricciardo has a look. Okay, Mag thinks better of it. Schumacher, same on Bottas. Oh, Mick, don't worry. Let's get them here. Bottas got no DRS on Danny Rick, so good chance for Mick. Good chance for Danny Rick here. And DRS assisted. It's another move. So Daniel Ricciardo is past Magnussen. Mick doesn't make the move on Bottas, though. And we've got a virtual safety car here. There's a red flag. It's a red flag. Looks like Colapinto and Hulkenberg. Yeah, they're both out. That's unfortunate for us that it's not someone higher up. What's happened here? Hulkenberg going for the move on Colapinto. Oh. Oh dear.
Big contact.
Big contact. That's a random one, isn't it? The game just bugged out there. Hulkenberg and Colapinto out. I don't think that really gives us a massive advantage or disadvantage there, really. But it's quite early on in the stint here, so I think we're going to have to go hards here. It's annoying on this screen because you can't edit the strategies, but I think we could go softs. Actually, I'll tell you what we'll do. We'll go a fresh set of softs. I think Mick will be able to do that now as well because he'll be able to do. We'll go medium with medium with softs. We'll go medium with Mick. Here we go though. Round 2. Max again starts on pole. We start 16th and 19th. And there's only one car behind us now because the other two behind us are out of the race. What we just quickly want to have a look at is the strategy because we've obviously just edited this. So we were going to do this previously, which I think we still want to do. But we might be able to. Do something like that. I just want to check if this might now be quicker. Yeah, it says that is quicker. Right, let's go with that then. What about Mick? He's on the medium. Gonna have to free stop anyway. We're gonna have to go with that Mick anyway. Right, let's go with that then. Right, so Daniel Ricciardo is now gonna stop on lap 23 and Mick on lap 33. Push on fuel, yeah, we can push on fuel now. We've saved a bit of that red flag, although you wouldn't in real life. But Ricciardo is past Correa here, on board with Mick, but Daniel Ricciardo continues to make moves. Lovely work. So up to 15th for Danny Rick, 19th still for Mick. What are tyres now? Okay, so a few have gone on to the hards. No one remained on the softs.
Okay, so let's just go.
That's interesting for us. Ricardo's past Gazzi. We've now got 1.3 to Ocon.
And we're watching Daniel Ricciardo. The opportunity's there.
Well, Ricciardo is being lovely and aggressive throughout this race.
And up into 14th they go.
We're now up to 14th for Ricciardo. Mick struggling a little bit more back there. Back into the next DRS zone. Yeah, this is the problem when we get a bit of a DRS train. We'll ask him to go aggressive on the overtake, because if we can get past Ocon and Albon, we might be able to push away from them. Does look like we got pretty good pace with Daniel Ricciardo. Is he going for another move? He is. Daniel Ricciardo is loving it. Up to 13th. Now it's just Albon to get past here. This is another really good move from Ricciardo. Look at this, squeezing through there. Ricciardo up to 13, now wants to get on the back of Albon. We've got DRS, and hopefully we can get him on the back straight. And then we've got a bit of clean air, and we'll see whether we can push away from this group of cars, whether we can get up to these Astons or not. Daniel Ricciardo might have this done before we can get to the back straight. He is loving life at the moment, is Ricciardo, up to 12th. Real good pace here. Will have given DRS now to Albon though, so can we survive into this first corner?
Yep, understood.
Looks pretty good. And we'll give him a bit of deployment here, just to try and push that 1 second gap. Mick's a bit bogged down in that DRS train, but we'll keep it as it is at the moment. I mean, we could try and stop early and jump these.
We are catching him now.
Right, he's on high aggression for overtakes. There we go, past K-Mag there. I'm going to try and burn up these tyres. Maybe do an extra stop with Mick. I think he's just going to struggle in here if not. So as we saw there, getting past K-Mag.
Straight here. It's certainly inviting.
That's better from Mick. Straight onto Bottas. Let's give him some deployment as well. Let's try and burn up these tyres, and we'll go for an aggressive undercut. Might mean we have to do an extra stop. Bottas covering off well there. Come on, Mick. Oh, that might be another red flag. Yellow at the moment as we see Bottas right in front of us. Lose the back end. Well, that position is ours.
Okay.
Right then, we can take a look.
That's one way of gaining the position.
Now, this was Valtteri Bottas.
Just the sheer pressure of Mick putting Bottas into the wall there.
There's a lot that could be done to avoid crashing into the back.
I don't know if Bottas is out of the race. No, he's kept it going. He's obviously got the classic F1 Manager glitch that they haven't changed for years. Broken rear wing, but he will continue. He's going to be very slow now. So that has released Mick. Daniel Ricciardo 6.5, 6.7 now on Gasly. So really strong pace there. As I say, we're going to push Mick now. Right, Mick is into the DRS. But this is a mighty old train now from Gasly all the way down to Correa. Oh, he's clipped us there. I don't think we've got any damage. Mick is just... It's got some kind of psych power going on here.
Wow.
He's done it again. Mick is just using his mind to throw people off the track here. We did get clipped here. Just there.
I mean, let's clear by corner.
You're fine, Mick. You're fine. That's not your fault. So that was Correa, who's now binned it as well. So Correa is into the wall, as was Bottas. What tyres have we... we've got those tyres, but they're... Yeah, it's definitely mediums. Okay, right, let's just try and get back up to Ocon. So that DRS train is -1 now. Correa's out of it. It's Gasly, Albon and Ocon that's this DRS train. For the follow, another red flag. Piastri and Norris are out. The McLaren boys look like they've had an accident. This could be big for Danny Rick. It is Lando Norris and Oscar Piastri. Oh, very sloppy. Looked like Oscar clipped the inside of the wall and then has T-boned Norris into the other wall.
And you can just
McLaren's
feel the frustration from the
out
team
of the race.
watching on the monitors.
And yet another red flag. We're burning through these softs with Daniel Ricciardo, aren't we? I think we'll go mediums this time round. Let's put Mick on a fresh set of mediums as well. It's all going on here. So Norris, Piastri out, Colapinto, Hulkenberg out, Correa and Bottas damage. And we're going to have another restart. And Max yet again on that restart. All going on here in Singapore. As we get back underway. And I just want Ricciardo to push a little bit. As Piastri gets the penalty for what's happened with his teammate. Don't want Ricciardo getting past Hamilton's fine. I don't want him to lose any positions to those below him. Schumacher has passed Ocon as well on the restart.
Now we're approaching turn 2.
We need to have an evaluation of the strategy again as well. We may not end up taking a pit stop at this rate. Because we're changing tyres in these red flag intervals. Right, let's have a look. So Danny Rick could do that. Or we could do... I think he's got one fresh set of softs left, doesn't he? That's a lot slower. Yeah, that's the way to go then. Medium, medium. What can we go? What can we do with Mick though? Because he's not got as many tyres left as he is Mick. As Mick's lost that position to Ocon again. He's sticking in there with him though. Or is that Gasly now? No, that is Ocon. Gasly is always ahead of us. Ricardo is now battling away with Russell. Got another yellow flag. What's happened here?
Okay, so let's just catch up.
It's not our drivers, is it? No. Looks like it's Magnussen.
I'm not quite sure what's happened.
Yeah, K-Mag's crashed.
Now this is what happened as they took turn 8. Oh, and the car with
He's clipped the wall as well. All going on. Right, I need to look at Mick's tyres. Hold on. He's got plenty of softs. Right. Let's just have a look here. So we could go... We could do something mad like that. Right, it says it's 8 seconds slower. So this is the quickest stint. But again, if we get stuck in a DRS train, that would be the way to go. So... Ricciardo is past Stroll. Ricciardo is in 7th. What a mad one. What is Danny Rick up to here? Oh, he's loving these moves today. It's Daniel Ricciardo. On a track we're supposedly meant to finish 19th and 20th. Daniel Ricciardo is up to 7th. Are using a lot of the tyres, mind you. So let's settle down back to our rhythm. Yeah, I think we're just going to ruin our strategy here. So we're not really fighting Russell, Stroll and Hamilton. We are Albon downwards, so we could secure another point here if we're smart. And I think trying to push into this DRS isn't going to be the smartest move here. We've just got it there, but I think we're going to settle back into our strategy. Probably going to be overtaken by Russell, Stroll and Hamilton, but we haven't really got the pace of those guys. And what's Mick saying? He's with these Alpines, so it's kind of the damaged guys at the back here. Correa, Magnussen, Bottas plus Shio. And Mick trying to get past Gasly. And there's a big gap from Ocon to Albon. It's because Albon's staying in Hamilton's DRS. Right. That is Mick's strategy, isn't it? Yeah. Alright, let's just... I've got a VSC now. What is going on?
Yep, understood.
K-Mag's crashed again. Lance, hello, buddy. Oh, that's an almighty lock-up by K-Mag. Is K-Mag out? K-Mag's out as well. We're down to 17 runners. Alex Horton, box, too early to box. We only just put these tyres on, so normally I would, but we're not going to gain an advantage by boxing here. As I say, we are expecting Russell to get past us, plus Hamilton, Stroll. Hamilton and Stroll look like they lost out a bit in that virtual safety car period. They dropped back a little bit. As Russell did skip past Ricciardo. As I say, we are expecting that. We are certainly not got the pace of these top teams. So easy work for Russell. Finally past Pierre Gasly. Right, we may as well try and have a go on Ocon then, because Ocon will have no DRS now. Right. Oh, he's already... Mick's not hanging about. Mick doesn't care. Mick's already done the job. And Mick is up to 12th, right. Mick's obviously the... scored our only point, which was last time out. Maybe he sniffs another point. He's 6 seconds off Albon. I'm gonna have him attack now.
Big push, please.
So it's going to be only a matter of time before Stroll gets past us. As I say, if we can stay in Stroll's DRS, is he going to make the move now? Pulls out. Ricciardo covers him off for now, but Stroll should have inside here. We do not want to crash out here. I'm going to put rarely defend here because I really don't want Danny Rick to be aggressive and crash out. I'd say our fight is not with Stroll, and it's not worth crashing out and losing the potential of another point here. And we also don't want to be squabbling and let Hamilton... I think Hamilton will get up to us anyway, but we don't want to squabble and allow Hamilton to get close to us. Hamilton down to 40% though, so Hamilton will be pitting pretty soon. Stroll still not past us. 26 laps to go. It's looking pretty good at the moment. Oh, Stroll struggling. He should get past us surely on this back straight. Tyres are fine. Tyres are fine, Danny. What are we saying here? Rear right, front right, but we're fine. Don't take us out, Stroll. Come on, let him have it, let him have it. Alright, that's fine. Confidence medium, come off it, Danny. Daniel Ricciardo is about to drop out of the DRS with Stroll. Still got 3.5 seconds on Hamilton. Here comes Schumacher then, for his pit, trundling down the pit lane. Let's see what we do here in the pits. Looks like we will be dead last after this stop. 2.7, not the greatest stop in the world, but not a major error in there. Is Bottas going to get out ahead of us? That would be frustrating. Come on, Mick. Yes, Mick just holds that. And we're on standard now with Mick, so he can run his race. Ricciardo can run his race. Where are we pitting again with Ricciardo? 45, lap 45. Although that's a long gap. Alonso is pitting and Hamilton is pitting. Let's see what they come out on. That's a long stop, isn't it, for Alonso? Medium tyres for Alonso, medium for Hamilton. So we're going to be on the same tyre as both drivers. Hamilton might get a bit of an undercut on us now, though. That's the only issue. We need a nice clean stop from the boys and girls down at Team Lotus. Yes, 2.4. We'll take that. Hamilton is past us, so that undercut did work. Let's say we're fighting Albon, who is there. And we are easily clear of Alex Albon. And Ricciardo should be able to go to the end now on these. Might have to do a bit of tyre management, but at the moment we can kick back on standard. Mick is past Correa by the looks of it. Mick has got to stop again, though, so we don't know where Mick will filter out in all of this. I say, going for something a little bit different with Mick. A bit of fun with Mick. Wasn't working on the strategy he was on.
There for the taking.
And there we go, past Correa, who's got a damaged rear wing there. I really don't want any issues here with Correa. Just a nice clean move, please. DRS open. Let's get it done now, please, Ricciardo. So we're going to go to the inside here. Come on. Nice. Yes, we're through. Ooh, no issues there. And really, unless we've got pace advantage on the guys ahead of us, there's not really going to be any other overtakes. So we have got 11% tyre life on Hamilton and Alonso. Stroll and Tsunoda going long. Are they going all the way to the end? Oh, let's see. Let's see what happens here. There might be some other stops. Now, if Ricciardo does close to Mick, we will ask Mick to move out of the way. I think he's on Don't Fight teammate anyway, so that will happen naturally. And Mick is getting out the way nice and early there. So that's them changed over. Beautifully done. Ricciardo, Gasly's in the pits. That's nice because Ricciardo is about to close up to him there. So now we're back net behind Hamilton where we were. We've got 10 seconds on Albon, so we haven't got to do anything crazy with Ricciardo. Mick, let's get him in. Let's see if we can get another nice stop from the team, though. We might get some pit stop points as well. That'd be nice. Oh, we're skipping. We don't need to skip that. 2.5. Went the wrong way there on the timing. Sorry. Crazy Kai, hello. Hope you're well, buddy. H. Mason X, have you got any points? We have currently got 1 point that we got last time out, and at the moment we are on course for another point here. So Schumacher out on the softs, but he is on the same softs as Gasly now, and he's 5 seconds behind, so that might be about it for Mick. We'll see though. I think we can attack these tyres. I don't know, it's touch and go to be fair. Mick through though, on Ocon. Lovely jubbly. Gasly should be getting out of the way of these, but getting out of the way in a nice place it looks like there. Yes, he does. Worked nicely for Gasly. And Gasly is the one on softs, isn't he? Yeah, Ocon's on the mediums. Although Mick has made up another position, giving him every opportunity. DRS here. Oh, yes, Mick, this is looking lovely. And Mick Schumacher through on Pierre Gasly then. The gap to Stroll is coming down quite rapidly now. Now we're using that battery. Stroll's at 30%. He's going to be really struggling on those hards.
Yep, I got you.
Let's go for it.
Okay, understood.
.3 to Stroll, 4.2, 4 seconds, 3.7, 3.5, 2.8, 2 seconds. Stroll is done for, isn't he? Schumacher's on to Albon as well. Oh, Ricciardo, we need that deployment. I'm not a lap down with Danny Rick. We're only a lap down with Mick.
Okay.
So I can't push the fuel too much with Ricciardo. Come on, though. Stroll's tyres are done for.
Roger.
This could be 9th place for Ricciardo here. Come on, Danny Rick. Don't take each other out. Danny Rick is through on Stroll, trying to make those hards last to the end. It's not going to work for Stroll. I don't think he's got any comeback to that.
Alrighty.
He's down at 28%. And Ricciardo, let's watch
take
it
a
again.
closer look. Now,
Yeah,
this
Crofty,
happened
let's
as they
take a closer
arrived at
look.
turn 12.
Stroll tried to make that
And
hard
they
tyre,
squeezed
get to the
by.
end, and he's just fell off the cliff, a bit like Charles Leclerc in Baku with a couple laps to go. It's not going to happen for Stroll, but Danny Rick can double his points tally there, going from 1 point up to 2. And what's Schumacher saying? He did get past Albon as well. So Mick Schumacher is going to finish 11th by the looks of it. But Daniel Ricciardo just needs to keep it on the tarmac now. I think we've still got this next lap to go, haven't we, with Ricciardo? Because we are on the lead lap. We're just so far behind.
Understood.
Albon's further back on...
That's Leclerc.
Oh, God, it's gone mad. Guys,
is
Charles has
today's
won it.
winner.
Charles has beat Verstappen. Sainz is going to come third. Perez fourth. Tsunoda's going to claim fifth. Mick has finished because he's a lap down. Mick finishes 11th. So close to the points again from... Well, I say so close. 22 seconds. Needed another crash, did Mick. But Danny Rick is going to come home. Let's see him across the line. As Russell finishes, then it's Alonso, then Hamilton. But Daniel Ricciardo is going to round this final corner here. And he is going to finish our best place finish yet. We were 10th last time out. It's 9th here in Singapore. It's another 2 points. And it's Daniel Ricciardo's first points as well for Team Lotus. And we're on a bit of a point scoring roll now as we claim 9th place.
Thank you.
What a race. We were expected to finish 19th and 20th. And somehow, we grab some points. Bit of a chaotic race, lots of retirements. But we take that indeed with Daniel Ricciardo. And this is how it finished in the end. Charles takes the win and all points. He takes the bonus point for fastest lap. 26 points for Charles. Max in second. Carlos Sainz third. Sergio Perez fourth. Yuki Tsunoda, another 5th place for him. George Russell up 5 places, to 6th. Fernando Alonso 7th. Hamilton 8th. Daniel Ricciardo, don't forget, he started this race last. Started last with grid penalties, up 13 places to finish 9th and claim his first points of the season. Another 2 points for Team Lotus. Lance Stroll finishes in 10th, rounding out the points, just getting those hard to the end. And Mick Schumacher also up 9 places. Really good drive from both our drivers. He finishes this one in 11th. Drivers' Championship, Max Verstappen does extend his lead over Carlos Sainz by 3 points, but it is very close between those two. Charles is trying to make it a three-way race, though. He's only 50 points back now on Verstappen. Lando Norris crashed out. He's in 4th. And Piastri crashing out as well, coming together with Norris. So Piastri goes down 1 as Perez jumps him into 5th. Piastri 6th. Russell 7th. Yuki Tsunoda 8th. Fernando Alonso 9th. Lewis Hamilton down 1 to 10th. And the rest of the point scorers, Stroll in 11th. Albon 12th. Correa 13th, Ocon 14th, Bottas 15th, and the last 2 point scorers are now Daniel Ricciardo up 3 places to 16th with 2 points, and Mick Schumacher, who got that last point out, last time out, got that point in Baku. So Constructors, Ferrari though, do extend their lead. It looks like it's going to be a Ferrari Constructors Championship, Red Bull in 2nd, McLaren. They're safe in 3rd anyway, and they weren't going to challenge these two, so it is what it is for them. But no points for McLaren. Mercedes in 4th, Aston Martin 5th. RB gain another 3 points. So what is that now? 21 points. They keep gaining. Can RB jump Aston Martin in the last few races? Williams in 7th, Alpine in 8th. But look at this. Team Lotus are now in 9th. That's the season objective. Hopefully Kick Sauber won't score any more points this season. So we do jump Kick Sauber, who are in 10th, Haas in 11th. And did we get any bonus points for pit stops? We did indeed. We got 14 points there as well. Has that done anything? No, we're still on the bottom, but we're gaining on Kick Sauber on that. So it's all going the right way for Team Lotus. Who would have thought points was possible? I didn't think it would be in Singapore. This track out of the last 7 races would be the worst track where our car is in terms of medium speed. Couldn't believe we got that result, to be honest with you. I thought we were going to be at the back there. So it's looking better because we've got COTA and Mexico coming up. And the prediction, well, in terms of car and asses, says we're 7th and 8th in those. But who knows if that's correct, as it did say we're 19th and 20th in this one. But if you've jumped into the stream, if you enjoyed the race, and it's got to be done for Daniel Ricciardo, do smash a like on the video. Really does help me out. If you're not already, please do subscribe to the channel. And if you want to check out the live streams of these episodes, they occur on a Tuesday and Friday, 7:15 p.m. BST. They are on both YouTube and Twitch. So if you enjoy the episodes, but you want to enjoy the live action, a little bit more of a fuller video, so it's the full length race, of course, do check those out. Let's say if you like the episodes, continue watching them, do smash a like, and we're going to be back very soon in this Team Lotus series. And as I say, we have got Kota and Mexico next, where the analysis says there's more opportunity for points. So who knows, we might even increase our points tally and move further up that Constructors' Championship. But hopefully, I will see you back here for the next one.